It- Welcome. We're back. We got a great show for you. Welcome to the Seekers Chronicles Paranormal Historians.
I have a surprise for you. It's Kimm.
Oh, well, it's a device not connected.
I just tried to add it.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Hey.
It's where she goes. It's where the history meets the paranormal, and we're excited. Kim's here too.
Yay! Sorry, I came right and seriously distracted you, Anthony, but happy holidays. Loving the background.
We love it. We're a bit festive tonight.
We're good. We're good. You like it? You like the background? I thought that'd be awesome for tonight, especially with our guest.
It's really
awesome.
good.
We're gonna have a good time tonight.
It looks good.
What happened to your drive? You didn't go.
Look at the pretty backdrop. Nice job, Anthony.
Oh,
you made it look nice.
I made it look pretty for you ladies.
You did.
Pretty for you, pretty for the guests. So we should have a good time. Kim, we were almost so happy you're not in your car going, where am I?
Yeah. Yeah, we decided not to leave tonight because we got all that snow, and going up north, they got snow. So I think like almost a lot of America right now has snow and cold. So it'll be interesting. A lot of, white Christmases this year. Really exciting.
Not here.
I know. This morning was beautiful. It was like a snow globe. Beautiful.
I got no
snow. Nice.
We had snow for a couple of days and then it's gone. It's gone. No more snow. So, but we had the cold weather. We had like 20 degrees out a couple of days.
Snow.
Everybody got snow.
Doesn't have snow. Ron does not have snow in Arizona.
No. Ron has sand. He's in Arizona. He has sand. There's no snow.
We'll send some snow to Adam.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad you're here.
How was the weekend, guys?
I babysat.
Ooh. Nice.
Whole weekend. It was great. Chasing 18-month-old. It's
that keeps you young.
It keeps me something. But he's good. He's great. When he says pop up, it's like, what do you want? How much? You write him a check every time.
Oh yeah. Forget it.
Here's some cash. Whatever I got in my pocket's yours.
Candy, cash, whatever.
I don't care. You got no teeth. He's 18 months. He has like 2 front teeth, 2 bottom ones, and a couple more coming in. And it's like, hey, here's some chewy gum. I don't care. You have anything.
Is he excited for Christmas?
I don't even know he knows what Christmas is right now.
Right.
He
will.
He's gonna love the gifts. I got him a bunch of gifts. You kidding?
Oh my gosh, are you going to dress up? Are you going to be Santa?
No.
Oh, my grandpa did that for years, and I never knew. I never, not once knew.
No.
Really?
Nope.
Really?
Not until I was much older.
That's magical.
It was magical.
Yeah, after he hasn't washed his suit in 30 years, you start recognizing, like, Grandpa.
No, my grandpa didn't smell.
The beard is all yellow and everything,
How was your weekend, Kim?
Yeah, how was your weekend?
I worked every day. Every day, work.
Okay.
But yeah, we're gonna enjoy it with the family for the holidays. So we'll
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. I love that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Jennie, I know you did something.
I know I didn't. No, I didn't, which is so good. So good.
Good.
Wow, that's surprise.
I actually sent my husband to a holiday party. I was like, go. And I baked and, ate it and baked some more and ate it. Like just, getting into it this year.
Getting ready. I'm going to make a lasagna for Christmas Day.
Ooh. My husband made me a vegetable lasagna.
love
Vegetable
that too.
lasagna. Yummy, yum.
So good. Yep,
And
so
seaweed
good.
and stuff like that. Uh,
All
I'm
right, all
making
right.
my daughter-in-law. She actually goes, "You gotta make your sauce." I make like a thick meat sauce, like
Yeah, the
a
sauce.
bolognese and stuff like that. Sauce, yeah, it's sauce.
Sauce. No, I
And
know. I
Nice.
know.
never call it gravy. Never gravy.
Never.
It's sauce.
Oh, we call it gravy in Massachusetts.
No, my
That's
husband
because
calls it
you're all
gravy
lost
too.
up there. You have no difference between tomato sauce and what do you call it? Ketchup.
We do. We call it
Come
gravy.
on.
Gravy.
Yeah, my
You guys come
husband
from
says
New
if it has
York and
meat
he
in
takes
it,
you
he
good
calls it
food.
gravy. Oh man, it could
Drama.
be a debate.
The
Let
Sicilians
us
are
know
not.
what
I
you
mean,
think.
the Sicilians are very strict with that.
Oh, that's what it is. All
They're
right. I'm
Sicilian.
not
You know, it's like
Italian.
they're very.
Well,
Jenny, what did you bake? We have some
I
curious.
do no. Well,
inquiries.
we have a traditional Dutch dish that we eat at this time of year. It's called oliebollen. It's like a donut, like a round fried donut, and we put currants inside or like raisins and things like that.
Mhm.
But just like a beautiful circular, like love of a thing that comes out hot, and you put it in powdered sugar, and it's like unbelievable. So it's a tradition. And mine never turn out as well as my father's, which is like the way it is, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think that's mostly
Never.
because I feel like our
I
ingredients
agree,
now
Mary
just aren't
Beth.
the same quality. It's just not the same quality.
I agree. And plus it never comes out as good as your grandmother's, or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
No
that's
matter
true.
what it is.
That's so true.
Right?
Well, we got some special guests behind
We
stage waiting to
do.
come on. They're probably eager to come on. They don't want to hear us
Yeah.
talk anymore.
You're hungry
We gotta
now.
let them talk. And
Yeah.
tonight we're going to make this a PG show. So I got to watch my comments. Okay.
Yeah. I'll be like,
So yeah, you're going to see me go. I'll do what my son does. Bleep. But no,
beep.
we'll
We're
be
gonna
good.
beep him
I'll
out.
be good tonight. But here we go. I mean, Jenny, you want the honors?
Yes. I would love the honors. We have somebody really special tonight, and her dad. How many times can you say that on this show? Well,
Yeah.
we've had
Dad and
a few
daughter team.
family
This is
members,
great.
but
Yeah.
this is pretty cool. Somebody that I've met a few times and really admire. And wait till you meet her; you're gonna love her. Tonight we have Skylar and her dad, Chris.
Hey guys.
Hey guys, Merry Christmas.
Skylar,
Merry
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
The Flora
Happy
Kids.
holidays. Hi, Skylar. Hi, Chris. Welcome.
Hi.
Hey.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you guys for having us. We're definitely excited.
Of
We're excited to
course.
talk and chat.
Yeah, I mean, when I first met you guys, and she started her telling us about ghosts and everything. I'm like, she definitely has to be on the show.
Oh yeah.
We got to find a perfect time slot for
Oh,
her,
yeah.
which we did. She
Yep.
has no school tomorrow. She must be happy for that. No school.
Very nice.
She stays home. And Christmas is coming. Maybe Santa bring you some nice little ghost hunting stuff.
Ooh.
The kit continues to grow. I'm telling you, every time we turn around, there's more and more stuff. She's.
Oh, we have to
acquired.
talk about this.
You're gonna have to get a trailer to bring her stuff around.
I already do. It took me like literally the back of the SUV when we were in Gettysburg was just loaded from floor to ceiling with all the stuff just getting down there and just for that event.
That's awesome.
She's gonna have her own car soon, like with the logo on the side.
Don't give her ideas.
I am giving her ideas because I
Don't
think
give her-
that's great.
Don't give her ideas yet.
Yeah.
So,
What was it? Was it the bash where we first all met this
Yes.
July?
yes, the bash. And then
Yeah.
where was it after that? Was it the jam or something like that?
We saw you in Gettysburg twice. I saw you at the orphanage,
Okay.
at the
Jam.
Parajam, and also at the bash. But I feel like I met you before that. I don't remember where.
It could have possibly been, what was it, Paracon at
Could have
Penrith,
been.
if you were there.
No, I didn't go to that one. Well, they have it on the weekend. My grandson's birthday. He's turning 1. I can't go.
Yeah.
And now
Oh,
this
White Hill
weekend-
Mansion?
next year. No, Penhurst. And then this year is on his birthday again. I'm like, he's going to turn 2. I can't go.
No, you can't miss that.
I'm not missing
Those
my
are,
grandson.
really
Core
important
memories,
times.
milestones.
in your life.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so Skylar, and we do this every show, and we're not going to stop doing it now. We want to know, how in the world did you get started in the paranormal field? Both of you.
Yeah. And where are you guys from? Where are you from?
So we're in York, Pennsylvania, just south central PA.
But we're from.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're from Baltimore and transplanted up here to PA.
I was just in Maryland 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's where I was born and raised. That's where my wife's born and raised. Skylar was born there, and then we moved up here right when Skylar was 3 or 4.
I was 3.
Yeah, one of those.
Do you
Very
remember?
familiar with Baltimore. Yeah.
Yeah,
So pretty
that's
much,
right on the edge of remembering. So how did you get started?
Do you want to go first?
In your own words, my dear.
Your words.
Your words.
Well, I mean, I found this channel that I watched, and it really inspired me.
Okay, what channel?
Project Fear.
Oh, of
Project
course.
Fear.
Love
You ever meet
Project
them,
Fear.
Tom? You
She's
ever
about,
meet them?
how many times have you met him now?
Twice.
2 or 3. 2 times, both at Penhurst.
Hey, 4.
Okay.
Remember
Aren't they nice guys? Aren't they nice kids?
They are.
Yeah.
They're
They
kids
are.
to me. They're adults to you. They're kids to me. They're old enough to
Who's
be
your
my
favorite, Skylar?
Chelsea.
Chelsea, because she's the
She's cool.
smart one.
She's
Yeah.
cool.
Like
On
that.
I don't know if you have her on Facebook, but she put a picture of her and her baby and her husband on there.
Yeah.
Her
Aw.
baby, yeah. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. I congratulate her and wish them a Merry Christmas too. That's cool.
She's smart and brave
Yeah.
and pretty.
You
Yeah,
know?
it's funny when
And
I
she's a dental assistant. That's her profession.
Oh,
She's
really?
a professional dental assistant. Yeah.
eye doctor. She's a doctor.
I thought she was
Oh,
a
she's an eye
doctor.
doctor. I thought
Yeah.
she's a. I-
Her,
Positive
her,
she was a
now, her and her
physician.
husband
Yeah.
own their own practice.
Oh
Yeah.
wow! I didn't know she was a doctor. I thought she was a dental assistant. I'm sorry, Chelsea. Don't kill me.
False rumors out here, Anthony.
That's good.
Oh wow!
That's good. No,
That is
she's smart.
cool.
That's why we like her.
Yeah.
So you started watching Project Fear on YouTube or on TV? Oh yeah.
It started when they actually had the TV show Destination Fear.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
And
Right.
you know, me and her, I used to watch it with me and my wife, and then as Skylar, started getting older and watching it with us and stuff like that. And then, one day I'll never forget, what was it, in March? And it was right around my birthday. And we were talking about how cool it would be to actually go out and investigate. And I told her some stories about when I was, a teenager and, urban exploring. We'll just call it that.
That's what they call
Yeah.
it now. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I call it guerrilla investigating, but go
Yeah,
ahead.
we had no idea what we were doing. We were like 16, 17, 18 years old out there, just trying to be in the steps of, Jason and all those guys from Ghost Hunters. And, told her my stories. And she's like, that would be awesome if you think we could do that. I said, well, we can do whatever the heck we want. So we get on, the Google box and, we start looking up, paranormal investigation, stuff like that. And there's a couple companies, right down the road in Gettysburg. And we ended up one evening, it was like a Friday night, booking an investigation, public investigation, midnight thing. And off we went, and the rest is literally history. Then we saw about Paracon. We actually saw it pop up on Facebook. It was like on a Sunday. It was the last day of the event. We rode over, and she just fell in love. And next year, we booked the entire weekend, and then she started, interacting with the folks on YouTube. And she's like, "I want to do this," and I'm like, "Well, I'll support you because I only get one time to be a dad, so let's have some fun."
Yeah.
And the
Nice.
daughter and dad thing is so awesome. That's
So when you're
There can be some times. There can be some times.
I've got 3 boys. Tell me about it.
So in your first investigation, what was the most memorable? Or did something scary happen? Or what do you remember from that?
That was when we went to Debbie's apartment, the Baltimore, and the farmhouse.
Oh.
So there was
Wait. Okay. Okay, so we went to this murder house, and
Nice.
we talked to this girl named Debbie. We're not sure if it was Debbie because there's like more of her or copies from the other house next door. But yeah, so we talked to her, and she said, "I hope I see you guys soon." And then we came again, and she remembered us, so that was pretty cool.
That was
Nice.
interesting. The spirit box session, and then like learning how certain music and things from their time. So we would play like the mamas and the papas and stuff like that.
Oh,
We get more interaction with
Mhm.
whether I forget what was it, the REM pod and stuff like that. So
Yeah, music is such a
Yeah.
great trigger. Yeah, excellent,
Awesome
excellent
trigger,
trigger.
yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean,
Did when you were talking, it was Debbie, right? You were talking to Debbie. Were you using the tools talking to her, or what kind of tools were you using?
So we were using the REM pod.
Hmm.
My dad has an app on his phone. My dad had an app on his phone, which we're not totally sure about yet, but yeah.
Mm.
We had Kate too.
the dowsing rods.
Okay, yeah. I hate those.
Oh, fun.
yeah.
I think we had-
dowsing rods, yes.
And yeah, I mean, and it was stuff that as we were just starting out, it was stuff that like they provided us in a little kit. So
Sure.
that type of thing.
Oh,
And now we go out and it's like we have an Ecto One full of stuff that just goes with us. It feels like.
I love it.
You
I
can
have a
go
picture of Skylar with dowsing rods I'm going to put up.
Yeah.
There you are.
Really cool.
Yes, you go. And where's
Right.
that?
That was at the Welty house in Gettysburg in the basement.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That was another investigation over the summer. Literally, it was like every weekend. It got to the point to where some friends of ours, and you guys, Bob and Gina, actually reached out and said, "Look, guys, you're going to want to recharge your batteries. You're going to have to slow down because this type of stuff will drain you, and you just got to make sure you're grounded." And that's where we started learning about grounding and just making sure that we're safe in environments.
Yeah. Exactly. That's
Excellent
awesome.
advice.
And-
Those are good people to get advice from too.
Skylar, tell us how you got the name. Parakeet.
Yes.
I know the answer, but I want everybody to know.
Okay, so this. Okay.
Wait,
So,
what name? Sorry, I'm so sorry. What name are we talking about?
I'm going to show you.
Oh, great. And what is this?
That's a YouTube channel.
Oh, I don't think we talked about that yet.
So how
What
did you
is
get
that?
the name Parakeet?
You got hit it again, Jen.
so there's my friend. Her name's Gina, Miss Gina. And her account's like Gina Bankston, Parafox. And since I'm littler than her, and we both love fox,
Mhm.
I'm the parakeet.
Look at
Parakeet.
Kim. She's
Got
like,
it. I got it.
yes.
That's all I needed. I was like, yep, a minute.
Yeah,
Kim is a veterinarian.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah.
So she was like, I got it.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
probably should have put a
Great.
hyphen kit, but
Parakeet's
No,
cool.
I love it.
I mean,
No,
It looks
Parakeet's
really good.
great.
I'm going to put it up
And
one more
what's a
time
kit?
because this logo is adorable. It
Skylar,
really
what's
is.
a kit?
what's a
What's a
kit?
kit?
Baby fox.
It's a baby fox.
See, I just want we explain everything to our audience.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because
I love
some
that.
people know. And when I met you, I didn't know what a kit was. I thought they called it a pup because I thought it was like in dog family, a fox, a baby fox, a pup. But I didn't know it was called a kit. So I learned something from you. You taught me.
Yeah.
You taught this old
And
man
it kind of
something.
sounds like Parakid too. So I kind of like that too.
Yeah.
Or a kit. That's very nice. That's
I
great.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
You guys have been to some places,
Oof.
Yeah, you guys. I mean, I think you've been to you guys have been to some places where a lot of people haven't been, in the paranormal. So, what is some of your favorite locations?
Both of us?
Both of
Either
you.
one-
We all been together.
Each
This is
each
all
of you,
about you.
both of you have the same one. Don't
Okay.
matter.
My favorite, most people have been there, but it's a really cool spot. I really like the Jennie Wade house.
Yes.
Oh,
What do you like
Me
about
too.
that house? You like the history, or you like the what goes on there? The paranormal.
I kind of like the history, but I also just like how Jennie, she's just like a refreshment after you come out from the orphanage, kind of.
Hmm.
Since she's
Yeah.
such a nice spirit.
Yeah, she was.
Okay.
As a person, she was nice too. She used to take care of the orphanage kids. Used to come around. She used to give them bread and stuff too.
Mhm.
And she used to take care of the kids too. So that was good. And the tragic way her life ended was, but that's part of the history, and that's part of the hauntings that goes on there. You
Right.
know, do you like the basement there? Is that basement creepy?
Kind
A little bit.
What was it? We actually just did a private and rented and did a full investigation there overnight with
Really.
Yep.
of.
And that episode, the first episode of that, because I've got to break it. It was so much that I've broken it up into two. So the second episode will be dropping whenever I get a chance to sit down and finish putting it all together. The first episode's out there, and then some really cool news that it's been put out on Facebook is that Black Lantern, who hosts the Parajams,
Yeah, Nick.
We
has
know them.
they reached out to Skylar and I, and they had two members of their team decide to, move on and change. So they've offered me and Skylar to be able to join with their team. So we will be doing all of the public investigations in 2026 with the orphanage and the Jennie Wade house with them, as well as
Wow.
Skylar will start doing some junior investigations throughout 2026 with,
Awesome.
younger kids and things like that in Gettysburg. So that's going to be a
Wow.
real. That's just going to be a blast.
That's so
That's
exciting. I
amazing.
did not see that on Facebook. That's a
Yep.
huge announcement.
Very
Congratulations,
cool.
guys.
Very cool.
And I love that you're bringing in the junior part of this, because
Yep.
I think for so long, and this is going to be maybe a little hot topic, but I think for so long there's been a really strong idea of separating the paranormal from kids or from children, that it's too much for them, they can't understand it, blah blah blah. Meanwhile, most of children are actually having paranormal experiences as they're growing up. They're having experiences, and I think personally, separating that out, I don't think is conductive to actually fostering their abilities in it or their interests. And it doesn't mean just because you do experience anything as a child that you will have abilities, but kids are open. And we do a lot of public investigating in Morris County in New Jersey, and we get kids all the time. And I think it's wonderful. I really think this idea of separating the two, that it's dangerous or they can't handle it, I don't think is, I think it's a false fear, in my opinion. Yeah.
Mhm.
And as Skylar's dad,
Yeah.
there's certain things in certain places that I will not take her, just based on the history and knowing what
Sure.
goes.
Of course.
Look at that face he just gave you. But
I
I
know,
understand perfectly.
Because and don't get me wrong, no matter where you go, there's the possibility of attachment and things like that, but it's understanding that depending on the maturity of the child or the teenager, even the young adult, that they will be able to vocalize, hey, if I'm not comfortable, and knowing when, okay, let's get out of this situation.
Yes.
Right.
You're right.
You know your
I mean,
child.
there's places
Yeah.
I won't go. I mean, Skylar,
Yeah.
there's places I won't go into. I go, thank you very much. I don't need this. I don't need this today. I get it. I understand. And you just walk out.
It's true. She does.
We were at Penhurst, and what was it, Quaker? What basement with the King?
Quaker.
And we got to the threshold of the stairs to go downstairs,
Hmm.
and she just looked at me and she's like, I don't feel comfortable at all.
No, that wasn't true.
Then what was it?
We got into the basement
Well, we were in the basement.
and we did a little bit of Estes, and all the girls here were like, "You did not feel good," so we
Yeah.
left. That is not how it went.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
thank
you're
you
right
for
with that.
sharing that.
My son started coming with me, and he started like 13. He started like 11, 12, started coming on investigation. And we did a lot of Gettysburg at that time. We were doing different locations. And he was like 13. I wouldn't take him anywhere to like 13, 14 years old, to like bigger places than Gettysburg, like Burlington Prison and stuff like that. And so then my son stayed with me till he was like 20 years old, 20, 21 years old. Then he started getting into girls and more. He started dating. He was in girls at the age of 14, but at 20 years old, it's like, they start dating and stuff, and turned 21 and I lost him. It's like,
Oh yeah.
he went off on his own. Now he's married with his own baby. So that's so cool. But I wouldn't take him to certain place. And some places I took him, like at the beginning of some of these locations, I would leave a light on so he wouldn't get freaked out on stuff, and I would leave the light on in the room or something like that. And he went to a couple nice locations with me, White Hill and Burlington Prison, and he went to Penhurst with me and stuff. So, you're right with that. With certain age, she's not going to like me now, but we're looking out for you, lady.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like private residence investigation, stuff like that. She doesn't go on things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't
exactly. I don't know what I'm encountering, and they're calling us in for a reason.
Yeah.
So we want to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
St. Augustine, that was fun.
But that isn't my
nice.
place, by the way.
I know.
What did
I'm
you-
sure you would probably want to go, Skylar. I get it.
Skylar, what did you do in St. Augustine? That's one of my favorite places. Did you go to the lighthouse?
Yeah.
Where's St. Augustine?
Angel. Skylar isn't scared of anything. We got a comment.
In
Well, I mean,
Florida.
That's grandma.
Oh,
Oh,
hi,
Hi,
Grandma.
Grandma.
well,
Merry
I mean,
Christmas.
that's a good point because, I mean, as a medium, and Anthony growing up, the unknown becomes scary. But once you keep
Mhm.
doing it and keep practicing and keep exposing yourself to it, honestly,
Mhm.
99% of it is not actually scary. You just have to you begin to understand what you're experiencing and knowing you have the power and authority to say, nope, not for me.
That's right.
Yep.
That's in, yeah. Remember, you're the one in control.
Exactly.
You're in control. You see me, I draw and stuff, so I see things too. So you're in control. Anything starts getting too scary, tell them to back off. You're in control. He's like,
So, Skylar, you have a lot of equipment, which I respect. I respect that. What's your favorite? What's your favorite piece of equipment to use?
Yeah, like the go-to. What do you use the most?
I use a REM pod the most because it's like the most basic thing, but it isn't my favorite.
Mm.
Okay. You like the spirit box?
Yeah.
She loves Estes.
Yeah. That's interesting because when we have events and we have children at our events, they tend to be the best ones when it comes to the Estes method. Like they are so good. Anthony can speak to that. Like when we have kids do it, they can hear so much more than we hear. There's a little girl who comes to our events and she's about your age and she's amazing at it. Really good. Right, Anthony?
Yeah. Oh, she's unbelievable. She comes up with
Yeah.
stuff. And she came up with stuff that we didn't know, and we brought to the historians, and historians say, yeah, that goes on and stuff like that. And the kids are they're a lot more open than adults sometimes, because adults is afraid of what they're going to hear and afraid of what they're going to say. And sometimes they hear something and they don't say anything. The kid just blurs everything out.
Yeah.
Like Skylar, you listen to that, and what you hear, you just say.
Yeah.
So that's
pretty cool.
We got to get you in a session with us with that.
Definitely.
Yeah,
What
Anthony and Jennie have quite the setup for the Estes method.
Yeah.
We do everything.
Yeah, we
wireless.
do.
You don't sit next to anybody. You go and sit in another room with one of our you can sit in another room with your dad, whatever. But you have a headphone and it's wireless, and we have a wireless mic, and it comes
Right.
out on. And we were sitting on. You could be on the third floor, fourth floor. We'll be on the first floor. So what you hear, we were on the first floor asking questions with a monitor and everything down there, and we're writing your answers down. And what you say, no way you can hear us.
Yeah.
It's totally no. And plus sometimes we put two people on the same time, and it's weird because
Yeah.
we have, like in the Shanley, we had somebody in the basement and somebody in the on the third floor, and they seemed to talk to each other. Spirits. We didn't exist.
Oh, wow.
They were talking amongst each other.
Huh.
You know?
Was it Saxbridge where we did that? 2 people in Essex. Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I think
We,
Okay.
we got a video of that. You had that in clip, didn't you?
yeah. That video is out.
A small clip.
Okay.
Because I mean,
All right.
we took the clips because of the video. See if we have a clip of that, Jenny.
So I have Jenny Wade.
Mhm.
That ghostly dude, is that it? I don't know which one is it. So
You just play
I
something,
don't know.
then they could explain it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna play this one. It's a little bit longer. Everybody, turn up your computers at home.
Yeah,
I'll play this
up
and
the
volume.
maybe this session.
Turn up the
The
volume.
volume. Yeah. Ready?
Going up.
All right.
Turn it up.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
I'm trying.
Fingers I'm holding up.
Of course.
How many?
Okay.
5.
Her eyes are closed.
You got it on yours? Is it?
Yeah, I got that on camera. Thank you.
Keep in mind the hair is standing up on like everything right now over here.
It's pretty active.
Dude.
Are you willing to tell us your name?
Alone.
Oh, Alon?
My ear itch.
What's that?
Stand here. Tabby. David.
Listen. It stopped.
Was that like a warning?
Like a bugle or
It was like a bugle. And we got
like
that
like
on
literally, dude.
Oh, I see.
His hair's standing up.
So
We just got a bugle.
holy cow! Like everything.
So you said 5 and 2, and I was holding up 5, and I was holding up 2. Your eyes were closed. What we just captured on camera just now sounded a lot like some Civil War instrument.
Yeah, that's interesting. And you did hear the
Wow.
bugle. Cool.
Yeah, it was really cool that we got that on camera. Do you want to tell them like what time that was?
Okay, so it was
It was probably like it was just after
no.
midnight.
What day was it?
It was 4th of July.
Okay, so it was the 4th of July, and it was midnight, and we heard those what's it called?
Like something bugle sounding.
Yeah,
Yeah, it sounded like a bugle.
The horn.
like it was like the war thing.
We were the only people on Sachs Bridge at that time. It was we got there on the 3rd, so it was like just going into 4th of July, and then we heard those sounds. And you guys was like, there should be no one out on the battlefield, no reenactors at midnight
Mhm.
blasting a bugle, and that was one that
Yeah.
we could not explain.
No, I mean, and that bugle, that is a bugle. It's not a trumpet or anything. I played the bugle. That's
Okay.
the first instrument I ever picked up was the bugle. And
Did you know that, Kim? Look at Kim's face. She's
Wow,
like,
that was not on the bingo card.
the bingo
Every
card comes
every
out.
show they find
There.
something else new about me. I lived such a
People
long
not
life. I
on
lived
the
a
bingo
life for
card.
like 100-year-old man.
That was
Well,
not on
I-
my bingo
the first
card tonight,
instrument
you
I ever
guys.
picked up was a bugle before even the drums. I played drums. I used to play in the marching band and everything years ago when I was a kid. But that is a bugle because a bugle doesn't have valves, and
Right.
the bugles have the valves on the top. that's a bugle because it's just one straight instrument that goes around. So you can hear it is a bugle, and that's a battle. And that bugle, woo, 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 you know, those the numbers of horn, the way they blew it is actually that's how they used to communicate back in the Civil War through bugles and drums, different beats and different blowing on the horn. Because remember, there's no walkie talkies,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
that's
no
the only way
cell
they could do
phones.
it.
Can you
On
believe
the
it?
is actually the bugle or the horn, and some Irish units used to use the bagpipes. Okay, but bagpipes the one as much as the bugle and the drums. But yeah,
Wow.
so that was they were signaling. I wonder what was how many like horns? Was it 3 or 4?
I it's hard to try and count, but I want to say it sounds like anywhere from 5 to 6 blasts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard
Yeah,
quite
I
a
heard
bit.
it.
I'm going to look that up and see if
I
that was
couldn't
some
find
sort of
any.
signal on because that could have been a warning. It could be a retreat. It could be anything during the
Or
Civil
Mary
War.
Beth suggested a cavalry charge too.
Now cavalry charge are like it's more like it's like more of a charge.
Right.
Those
Like
were
Morse
just
code kind of
those were
thing.
just
Like,
broad, those were just well, you
yep.
know. So I don't think it was a charge.
Wow.
It could be something else. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I'm not right with everything,
But
most of the time. But to my wife, never. But
Amen.
yeah,
Well, that was an incredible clip. Not only
yeah,
it
I mean,
that was just an incidental noise.
Yeah.
That wasn't why you guys were actually there trying to capture
Yeah.
sounds in the fields, but it was actually to do the Estes method, which you got incredible responses at.
Yeah,
I
that was pretty
mean,
yeah.
So
was
not only was it that, but it was also the cool bugle.
we got a lot of great experience there. One time it was during the summer. Skylar actually got scratched there.
oh,
Yeah, that was
Okay.
What was
interesting.
that experience like?
So
The
I
Sax
was
Village has so much activity going on it,
Yeah.
and there's so much disaster that happened around that waterway, and stuff that happened on the bridge, you know. So it has a lot of history because remember the Confederates. That's the way they were coming in. They came across that bridge to go to Pickett's Charge. A lot of them came through that way, and they
Yeah.
all walked to Pickett's Charge. And then, you know what happened to Pickett's Charge is pretty much the end of the Civil War because they got bombarded from the cannons that were above ground, above them in the hills.
right.
So that was awesome. And
That was
and
such a good clip.
yeah, and I would like, Skylar, when we ever get together, if you guys actually come with us somewhere, or we let you do the S's.
Oh yeah, please.
You're good at that.
That you are good
You're
at
good.
it. That's great.
You're
Really
open-minded
cool.
to it.
So before you said something, Skylar, you said that you like the Jennie Wade house, not just because it's my name too, Jennie with an IE, right? All Jennies are cool, but you said that you liked it because it was a lighter feeling than the orphanage. Why do you feel like the orphanage is different?
Well, I think it affects me differently since I'm a child, and Rosa really didn't like children.
Okay.
Who's Rosa? Can you start from the beginning for people watching?
So it's a long story.
Go ahead. We got time.
You're a great storyteller. I want to
We-
hear.
We'll stay on an extra hour just for you.
Yeah. Oh, you got plenty of time. Go ahead. We got plenty of time.
We get you to go to bed about 1-2 o'clock in the morning. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
It
It's
should be.
like, sure. Good
I
word.
wish
Works
we
with me.
could. We got the 2 hours.
So-
and that's it.
So who's Rosa? Tell us about the orphanage in Gettysburg.
From the beginning of the story?
Tell me
No,
everything you want to
Yeah,
tell
go ahead.
us.
I mean, you could just say who Rosa was with the orphanage.
Okay, so basically, there's this orphanage, and it was built because of the Civil War, and there was dads out there, and kids were losing their dads and stuff, so some of them had to go to the orphanage. So yeah, so there was somebody else, I don't know her name,
Mm-hmm.
but she had to quit the job, so the owner
Dr. Burns.
Yeah, the owner of the orphanage brought Rosa in, knowing dang well she sucked. But Rosa,
Heard.
for some reason, she was an orphanage owner when she hated children, which is just
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
yeah.
Right?
So she would like torture the children, but
Hmm.
like if they were bad,
Mhm.
she would like put them in like this thing called the pit. It's like this hole in the wall in the cellar. Wait, is it a cellar?
Oh
It's-
my goodness.
This is like Matilda.
Yeah, this is like Matilda. This is not a
Wow.
fun time out. No.
No. Keep going, Skylar. Yeah.
And they would put them in the pit, chained to the wall, feet, arm, yeah, whatever. They would put them arm chained to the wall with them in a bucket all the way up to their head. I mean, all the way up to their neck. Yeah, and full of water because some of them couldn't swim,
Oh
And
my
they-
goodness.
and they would stay in the pit for like a week, 2
Yeah.
weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks.
They would be there for a long time.
Yeah, probably even a month. So
Jeez.
Wow.
And there's only
Um,
one confirmed body that was ever found on the property. Some children were missing and never discovered, but there was only
Mhm.
one ever confirmed and found, but could not prove that murder was the cause of death.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it probably was hard back then too because of all the dysentery and everything else after the war. You know, and these kids were hungry and everything, and they were put in these orphanages. But the town itself of Gettysburg had dysentery because all the dead bodies, the insects, the all the animals that were killed there and stuff. So it had all that, and they were, like you said, they were used to bury soldiers, the Confederate soldiers, where they fell. So they could be all over that town, all you know of. But then you didn't have. It's not like now where a disaster happens, they could bring you fresh water. Back then, your supply of water was, full of blood.
Right.
That's, getting, toxic and everything like
Oh,
that.
everything was contaminated.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Right. And people didn't even know to wash your hands. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
the whole typhoid fever
Dysentery,
thing
everything.
later on, it's like just wash your hands. You would have been fine.
know,
But
But
so
what
there's
else
a lot
now?
of kids
So
that
Rosa-
died that time, and you can't prove that they died from violence, or
Right.
abuse or anything, or hunger.
Right.
You don't know if you can't prove it. And the bodies back then were just buried anywhere. So if a
Right.
child passed, then why would they put it on the property when they got all these other places?
Well, the other thing
Right.
is they're orphans, so there was no one that would miss them, unfortunately.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
And
sad.
and I mean, it's a very oppressive feeling there at points. And
Okay.
when we were there investigating in July, and do you want to tell them about the spirit
Yeah.
box session?
So, so basically we were in like the back, the very back room where the yard used to be, aka where they found the dead body and where Annabelle was kept. But we were back there and we were listening to the spirit box. And we were just asking some random questions, just to get started. And then we started noticing we were talking to Rosa.
Mhm.
So I was like, Rosa, do you like me being here? Because they don't like bring kids that often.
Hmm.
Rosa,
Yeah.
I'm like, Rosa, do you like me being here? And then she was like, straight on, no.
Yeah.
So
Honest.
Well, at least she's honest, I guess.
Yeah.
Truthful.
Yeah. I know. I mean, like that was really brave of you to be there, considering, everything she had done.
Well, it gets better.
so
I'm
somebody investigating with us, like we didn't even know them. They were like, what are you gonna do with Skylar? Because like Rosa would do stuff to the children, and I was a child. Well, I am
Right.
a child, and they were like, "What are you gonna do with Skylar?" And I'm just listening in, and it's like the pit, go into the pit.
3 times.
Wow.
Wow.
And that video is on her YouTube. That's out. That's on there as well.
So we can watch.
Yeah.
You can watch that on her YouTube channel, which we will hype up to death at the end. But
Yeah. I tried to bring
But
up
that's
YouTube channel, but I had a hard time with the audio
amazing.
translating onto StreamYard. So
That's amazing. So she wanted to put you in the pit, basically.
And
Yeah.
so she didn't go in the pit that time, but I tried to get her to go. And there's actually, I think on her social media, there's actually a picture of her in the pit with the camera. I told her, see if you could go in there for like 1 minute. And then I just stopped counting. I think she stayed in there for probably 7 or 8 minutes.
Wow.
And did you
You're
feel
fearless.
anything in there, Skylar? Did you have any sensations or like emotions come up or any?
I mean, it was heavy, but
Yeah. No, I get that. I understand that.
Yeah.
See,
So I can see why you feel like that's a heavy place, the orphanage,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, we don't like Rosa. Down with
Yeah.
Rosa,
Down with Rosa.
but
for sure.
Skylar, do you ever, without equipment, hear anything or see anything or feel anything without the equipment?
I mean, with my phone.
If you have any questions, ask Kimm. She knows all that stuff.
Yeah. I
I
mean, like, do you ever hear a voice? Like you heard the bugle. Do you hear voices sometimes? Do you hear people talking? No. Do you
No.
use a digital? Do you use a recorder?
my dad's phone.
Yeah. Like we record just like voice sessions, things like that on the phone, things like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
What
So
do you use apps? I heard you were not so convinced about one of the
So we're
apps.
not
Yeah.
so sure about Spirit Talker,
Spirit Talker.
Yeah.
but I still use it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it correlates. Sometimes.
We also use Necrophonics.
I've
Uh-huh.
used that, and I
Yeah.
like that. That's one of the few that I don't use too many of the apps. That's one of the apps, especially if I don't have my equipment on me and I have it on my cell phone. So I will go to it. So, and I got some good evidence on that. I was in Vermont, and we
Yeah.
went to a church up there, and I got some good evidence on that.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, it's always timing and relevance, right? I mean, even
Right.
Estes, I mean, you could be, I mean, Estes, you could be saying all kinds of things on those and everybody makes no sense to anybody. But it's when that one time comes in where there's timing and relevance and it makes sense that's the correlation. So, I mean, Estes can have all kinds of stuff happening that has, non-relevance. But yeah, I think the apps can work. And I think they work for some people and maybe not for others, just like any of the tools. Some tools work better for some people and they don't for others. So yeah, don't knock it until you try.
Exactly.
some
I
apps.
mean, definitely.
And different strokes for different folks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have something that
Oh,
works for us, and I'm not gonna if some people that might be all they can afford. You know what I mean? And if that's
True.
what they have, that's what they have, and you know what? More power to them.
Yeah.
I mean,
We always tell
I've been
people
doing
take
this a
your phone
long
out.
time,
record.
so
Yeah.
I have used my cell phone to take pictures,
Mhm.
and I also use WavePad on my cell phone to record. It's easy to you could actually edit it very easy, on the phone if you need to. And I have used that many a times.
I use WavePad too. Yeah, on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a good one.
people say you shouldn't bring your cell phone on with you and stuff. Yeah, your cell phone can set off all your EMF machine, all your EMF devices, and even if people don't think if you put on airplane mode, it doesn't work. It's not. Your phone still recycles itself, even though it's on airplane mode. It still recycles itself, and that little bit of electricity that goes, the little bit of whatever it's going through, actually throws the waves out, and it can set off if you're close enough to something. It can set it off, even on airplane mode. People don't think about that because remember, your phone is still on for your for your clocks, for the time, and it's still on, for everything else to keep your device from losing anything, even when you put on airplane mode. So
There's actually it's something I use that can tell you where the EMF is coming from. So it'll say like it's from a cellular phone or from a radio, whatever it's coming from. You can buy it on Amazon, and it really helps you like debunk a lot of it. Skylar,
Skylar,
Should go get a tissue.
I want to ask you our most important question that we ask on this show.
she's getting a tissue. Leave her alone. Let her get
Go get a tissue real quick.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought she was.
I have a question for you, Chris.
Yeah.
So are you filming her as this is happening, and you're doing the editing and then putting it on YouTube?
I am the chauffeur, producer, cameraman, and financier.
Oh, she has a husband like that.
Yeah, that's her husband.
Yeah, and then
That is my husband. Yeah.
my wife supports in the fact that she stays home with the 2 cats, the 2 dogs, and now we have a snake. That was one of our early Christmas presents.
Snake.
Ooh, I was
She's
gonna
got-
ask
Yeah.
what were Christmas presents this year. Yeah. A
Oh
snake?
my gosh.
Yeah,
Kim
we
is
got
like
our-
lighting up.
Oh,
we got our
what kind of-
Love
ball.
it.
We got our ball python.
Oh, great.
Albino.
Ooh.
It's yellow with a little bit of like lavender. So it's like one of the more.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I
Oh,
see it
beautiful.
on Facebook.
Love
I think
snake.
he posted it somewhere along Facebook.
I was scared to death, but this one, me and him, his name is Aries. I call him Mr. Slithers. We've now
Mr.
bonded.
Slithers.
So
That's awesome.
I absolutely
That's
love snake.
awesome.
I think
now
they're great.
here's one about going back to the orphanage. And Anthony, being Italian, you should understand and appreciate this. So one of the tour companies, we're sitting outside one night listening to them give a tour out on the street.
Yes, I'm gonna tell this one. I'm gonna tell this one.
Tell them what happened to Rosa.
Rosa told her to turn Italian.
Yeah, it gets good.
Okay. Okay.
Ready.
They were like, okay, y'all. So this is a homestead orphanage. There's this person named Rosa. Rosa did horrible things. She was chased out of town with pitchforks by the mafia and hanged.
The mafia.
Mafia. There's mafia back then in Gettysburg.
We heard it with because we were no good.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. Well, you know what? In this case, I'm on the mafia side.
Yeah, but mafia didn't exist in Gettysburg. Mafia didn't come here. Cosa Nostra didn't come here till like the late 1800s.
I was about to say they were ahead of the game a little bit apparently.
Yeah. Hey, let's get rid of this guy.
you know
no
of.
good. Let's get rid of her. Hey, let's get the picture. And Italians don't use pitchforks.
A pitchfork.
Louisville's.
No. We have,
Well,
You know what
yeah.
I'm talking about.
There were like local gangs. I mean, there were gangs in New York.
Sure, there were gangs. Absolutely.
Yeah, there were gangs all over the place.
Definitely.
Yeah, if it was anything more in Gettysburg, it could be anybody because remember also after the war too, a lot of soldiers didn't go home. They stayed there because their homes were destroyed. And some of those soldiers that came here were from down south and they fought on the north side. So they had nowhere to go. So a lot of them did just stay behind. So you never know.
There you go.
And you had a lot of national from Germans, Irish, you did have Italians there, We were the cooks.
Yeah.
Italians, we did all the cooking,
Wait,
all the pastas.
That's my question. Skylar, you were gone and I thought you just put your head down, but I see you're back. The most important question on our show is what are your snacks when you investigate? We want to know, what do you bring for snacks? Now, I know I got some really good candy from you. Is that what you like? Like, I love that sour candy. I love nerds.
Hello, London. You got London in the house. You're international now.
You're international, girl. So what's your snack? What's your go-to?
Well, we got to still ask questions. You want some paranormal stories for England? You want to tell some more stories?
So I always get a Mountain Dew, candy, and food from Rudders. Go to.
Food from what? From where?
Rudders is the local like MTO gas station, like a Wawa. type thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We only have one Wawa in your county now, and they started in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
But yeah, we have Rudders and we have Sheets. It's like a 7-Eleven. They're on every corner.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah. There we go. Sour Patch Kids for me. He
Are
knows.
you're in
Like,
York. You're by York. You're in York.
Yep.
Mountain
Yeah.
Dew,
Yeah.
huh?
Yep.
Yeah, that's your
Nice.
go-go juice.
Oh yeah, I
They're
gotta
gonna
have that stuff. And I was in Gettysburg, Skylar saved me because I really needed some candy, and she had candy. You guys had candy left over from Halloween. Oh,
The night
so
before.
good. I love those nerds.
Like
Those new nerds, the ropes and stuff. Oh, so good.
I bet you
Okay.
do like nerds.
I do. I am a nerd.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
But hopefully this summer we're going to try and get over now more toward you guys. We want to do White Hill Mansion. You know, we want to get over
Bingo.
and then also we want to come and she wants to come up to Salem, but she wants to come up and spend Halloween up there. But I don't. That's going to be booked like 30 years in advance, apparently.
Yep.
Yes. I was just in Salem 2 weekends ago, and it's
Mhm.
way out of season right now, and it's still so busy. I cannot even imagine going during Halloween. I would recommend doing it for Halloween because it is an experience, because like it's just really fun. I'm from Massachusetts, so go during Halloween, but if you really want to go like into the little nooks and crannies and really getting those like more private tours, those locations that, you know, not everybody gets to see, go again at the off season too.
Yeah.
You can hold
Yeah,
the
for
tissue
sure.
in her hand. Tell her you can hold the tissue in her hand as she talks. Don't
Oh my
matter.
god.
I mean,
Funny.
we do that all the time. Hey,
Oh yeah.
She's
Oh
like,
my
that'll work.
gosh.
you know, get
Yeah.
the tissue. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I've got mine right here. I like all day. I've been a little sniffly. And I also have my blanket too. So I'm with you.
Got your
We're
blanket.
comfy here on this show.
Yeah, we
That's-
got it.
Yeah, and then
I would love you guys to come to New Jersey. I mean, like I live in New Jersey. We have so many places, like so many
Yeah.
places.
I don't know if my
I-
wife's ever going to let me come back to New Jersey. So
Wow.
we just went to the Para Unity convention in November. And
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
was under the impression the New Jersey Turnpike would be like any other freaking turnpike in the world. And they would bill me as just bill me my $6 or my $12 or whatever.
Yep.
And I just got a bill for like $200 from the freaking state of New Jersey because everyone is like a $58 freaking administrative fee.
Yes, my son just got one for $200.
Yeah, I mean, you want
I
to talk
don't know
about
anything
mafia,
about
that's the mafia. That's extortion.
Jersey, yeah, Jersey's you got your easy pass,
Yeah.
and you go to these places. My son got one through the Lincoln Tunnel on the way back from the Lincoln Tunnel, and on over by Ralph, what do you call it, exit 14, and we have an easy pass. He has an easy pass, and we all share the account, and I got a bill today for $100, $50 administration. The toll was $6 and 50, and they're charging 50. That's crooks. Jersey,
Whoa.
come on.
Not do anything. And yeah, so my wife's like, I don't think you're allowed ever to go to New Jersey again. So
Yeah,
But-
that's crazy.
when I got that, I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, come on, we got the thing. Normally, you get told by plate now because they never have anybody. But apparently, in New Jersey, they still have people standing there to take the tolls if you got to pay with change or something.
Is that true? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the one
No,
we
I
went
don't
to,
think so. No,
but they
I
still
think
got the
they
boots
do.
there.
I don't.
Some of them that got the boots still there.
Not on the
That's
Oh, no, they
turnpike.
do. Yeah, on
Those
the
cameras
turnpike.
don't work.
Yes,
They're crazy.
yes,
You know,
there is
Anyway.
on the
New
turnpike.
Yorkers and
Right.
But yeah.
Pennsylvania
Anyway,
people.
White
So if
Hill-
I come back, I've
White
got
Hill
to.
Mansion. You got to
Yeah.
do it. You have to do it. It's a must do. Do you guys agree?
Well,
Like must do.
To let you know, Chris, about the White Hill Mansion. You
Mhm.
know, it was built 50 plus years before the United States was the United States.
Really?
Yeah. It was Revolutionary War stuff going on. It was built before the Revolutionary War and everything. So you guys got to place. And there's
It's
three different sections.
unbelievable.
Well, the original section was the oldest, and then they added sections on as people bought it to make it bigger.
Mhm.
and the other section is still like 1800s and early 1800s and stuff. So, or 1700s, whatever it might be. But you guys got to definitely get there. That's a nice place.
Yeah,
We
I mean,
gotta-
in terms of activity, it's off the charts.
that's the whole thing. You guys are a distance from us, you know.
Yeah,
By
I mean,
walk.
well, the thing is, right now we're very limited because of school, and one, it's
Yes.
cold, and a lot of places don't have heat.
A lot of
Um,
places don't have heat.
Yeah.
So normally our prime time to get out is from her summer break vacation starting till
Hmm.
November. We
Mhm.
still
Right.
get around, so that's why it's like the summers are so jam packed. Right now we've
Right.
we've got May, the weekend after Mother's Day, we're back at Penhurst. Then I think April we have a group of friends that have actually rented Penhurst, so we're going to be doing a private there overnight.
Mhm.
We're going to
Yep.
be in Penhurst in April too. I'm
Are
going to
you?
Penhurst April, like April 8th, something like that. That week, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever the weekend is around there, like
I'm-
early in April.
Yeah,
Are you going?
that might be. I'd have to look at I'll have to look at my calendar. I'll shoot you a message and
That'd
let
be
you know.
cool if you guys are there with us.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anthony,
And
you're coming with us. You're coming with me.
Yeah, I'm being kidnapped.
Yeah.
You can't kidnap.
I'm gonna be walking down the street. A van's gonna pull by. Two guys are gonna
April
come out,
4th.
pull a blanket over my head, and pull me in. That's the way she's gonna get me there.
April 4th. Hopefully you're there. That'd be amazing. Penhurst.
that'd be
I'm
good.
going to be there. So's Anthony. What is
You guys get to the-
Skylar?
you
Do
guys
you
get to
have
the
friends
challenge
who do
sometime.
this? Do you have friends who do this? Your age,
I
or that
have,
are into it?
well, I have two friends who came on some investigations with me.
Hmm.
Okay.
And my friend really wants to come to the Jennie Wade house. It's just so expensive that we're trying to get a time for her to come because she like really, really, really wants to.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jennie
So
Wade
you
house
talk
is
about
nice.
it with your friends, obviously.
Yeah.
So two of your friends that you think would be good to investigate with.
Wait, no, 3.
3.
April 8th
All
is-
girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, because girls are brave.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my God. Talk about a story. So it's the
Yeah.
weekend of the bash, and I think it was the night of the masquerade party. I
Yeah,
can't remember. But
This
we
year?
ended up going to the down to Saks, and we met up with a friend of ours from she runs a company called Haunted Havens out in
No.
Ohio. Hold on.
Oh,
And they do investigations like for public groups, stuff like that. Well, her and her daughters, we met up on the bridge, and we're sitting there, and all of a sudden, finally, the bridge clears out, and there's like this group of like all guys, like about 18, 19 years old, and I'm going into dad mode now. I'm like,
right. Of course.
they're going to be, just
Yeah.
jacked.
Yeah.
Well, all of a sudden, the girls are sitting there running spirit box, doing dowsing rod sessions and all. And one of the kids stands up and he slowly comes over. I'm like, oh man, here we go.
You're ready.
He's like, we think this is really cool. Can we come hang out with you girls?
Oh,
Yeah.
So here are all these teenagers, and here are these girls like 7, 8, and 9 explaining to them how to use the equipment and what to do. And it was the best thing ever.
Perfect.
that's awesome. I love that.
fantastic. What a great story. So
And
you
they had a
told
great
them.
Oh, they did get scared and run away.
Oh, of course they did.
Like,
He was like, one of the boys said something.
wait, no, I want to tell them.
Yeah.
So we put like a music box behind them, which played the creepy music. It wasn't our
Okay.
focus box. So we
Like
put
the ones that Gina makes, the ones that Gina and Bob make. Yeah, I have one of those.
That's the one we have, but we
Yeah.
just had
Yeah.
one of the regular, like, creepy doll music boxes.
Yep.
Mhm.
we put it behind them because why not? So we waited,
I
and
love
one of the boys was like, "If that thing goes off, I'm running." And as soon as he said that, it went off. So they just
Nice.
ran out of there.
All of them were
Yeah.
like,
Thank
We're
you,
done.
Spirit. That's
I love it.
You were like, nope.
that was the night
Spirit
we
got
had
our
that
back.
horrible rainstorm at the bash. Do you remember that night that we had the bad rainstorm?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, it
Oh
was
yeah, I was
wicked.
out at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I know.
It was wicked.
Yeah, that we
Wicked.
were on the bridge when that went. We just
Really?
were on the bridge, and somebody local came and said, "Hey, we don't know if you realize, but there's a real bad storm getting ready to come in." So
It's
we packed up
crazy.
and just got back to the hotel, to the complex, just as like it started going nuts.
Wow, yeah,
It
yeah, I
was
remember that
one of the
night.
worst storms. I was really bad. Yeah.
Because we
So
met
who
you
knows?
over by the cigars,
Yeah, we were doing ghosts and smokes.
Ghost and
That's
Smoke.
right.
So
We sat outside with you, and you were telling us so many good stories. So
yeah,
many good stories, places you've been.
yeah, the Ghosts and Smokes. Yeah, I remember out there. And Skylar, you didn't have no cigar. That's good.
You were
Yeah.
no, Skylar was not. Neither was I. Skylar and I were not
Yeah,
smoking.
she wasn't having no cigars. But
That's
Skylar,
funny.
you had some stories that night, and we're like, we got to get her on the show. Got to get on the show. You're really good.
I mean, some of the best ones we've had have really come from when she's had the opportunity to investigate with Patty Negri. When we were at
Awesome.
Penhurst, she got the opportunity to investigate with Kelsey Davies, who's another big YouTube personality in the paranormal. You know, her and Bob Christopher like hit it off. You know, he is like her pair of pop. You know, have hit it off really, really great. You know,
Bob is a good guy.
Oh yeah, he's a great guy. And Patty, wow, she
Yeah,
is.
Yeah,
that
She's
was
really
she's very
amazing.
sweet. I like Patty.
that was probably one of the very first videos on her YouTube channel that's ever posted. Was, and I mean, this is before we actually I actually put money into a camera and all. It's one of those, you know, like $80 handheld Canon cameras. And there's some great video of her and Patty like communicating with what was it? So it was like a nurse in Candyland there at
Oh
Penhurst.
really?
So we're sitting there, we're sitting on these beds, and we're all just talking, just having a conversation, and all of a sudden you just feel the temperature completely changes in this room at the time. And I'm standing behind Skylar, she's sitting on the bed, and I've got like a K2 meter, and it was just like this like they could feel. Patty said it was a nurse, it's an adult presence, and it's like, you know, why it came right to her is, again, Penhurst was a place for children.
Yeah,
So
Candyland. Yeah.
why is she, you know, was it a nurse trying to protect her, or was it a nurse trying to discipline her because she wasn't where she was supposed to be at the time?
What do you think, Skylar?
You don't have to raise your hand.
Yeah, you can just talk.
School again.
You're the star.
But we also did Duck Duck Goose.
Yeah,
Oh, fun.
with try to do it with the equipment and stuff. That was fun.
And I won every time somebody goosed me because I'm a child and I run fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do get drawn to you. So, and
You
you remember, you're in charge. You tell them.
Yeah.
You leave me alone if they bother you and stuff. You're in charge. It's you.
So
Don't let them bother you.
speaking of
Okay.
that, you said you got scratched. Do you feel comfortable talking about that?
Yeah.
Do you know why you think you got scratched? A lot of people think it's not necessarily something mean. What do you think?
Well, actually, we know why.
Okay.
So that was the time when I was with my friend. The person who really wanted to go with me to Jennie Wheat House, I'm just gonna call her Emmy. I'm not gonna say her full name because
Yeah, of course. We'll protect her, yeah.
Just in case somebody's after her, huh?
Yeah. No, well, she's
so
under 18.
So my friend Emmy, she's been really wanting to come with me out to like investigate at some point. So me and her begged my dad, and we finally got to. And we went out to Saks.
You begged your dad.
That was like the simplest for her at the first. Well, kind of simple, but we took her to Saks because that was the easiest to take her to, because it's like free. But we started talking. We played tag with the spirit. It was hard. It was with a K2. It's kind of hard to explain. But yeah. And so we started talking to this girl. Her name was Jasmine. Although there's no record of her. Yeah. So we started talking to her. She's really nice. And then these two men started talking, and Jasmine said those two men are related to her somehow.
Mm.
Oh,
I don't know that. And apparently the two men forced her to scratch me. And I had scratches on my back, my arm. Yeah, it was
wow.
Mm.
Again,
Wow.
there's so much open activity there, so you don't know what you're dealing with,
Right.
Yeah.
or who you're
That's
communicating
true.
with.
Yeah.
I
that is
mean,
tough
in
sometimes.
general, you don't know what you're in. I always say, like, in general, like, you really don't know. Well, Kim knows because she sees it, she's a medium. But for me,
sometimes
I
they
don't know.
don't
Somebody could
tell
say,
you.
I'm a kid.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd
Yeah.
have to trust it,
Yeah, but I mean, even for me, sometimes I can see them, but they don't tell me their name. They don't really want to talk. Sometimes it's just residual, and so you don't
Mhm.
get like that more in-depth information. So
Mhm.
no, even for me, I'm like, I see a presence. I'm not quite sure why they're here or what's going on, but there is somebody here. Yeah,
Right.
so it may not be
And
that.
when I draw,
Um,
same
Skylar,
thing.
what did it feel like?
I didn't really feel it. I just
Mm.
felt something on my back, and I'm like, "Hey, Emerson, can you check this for me?" And she put it on my
Yeah.
shirt, and
Yeah.
she's like, "Wait, I think you have scratches." And my dad shined a light on it, and he was like, "Yeah." And I also looked at my arm because I felt like I had an itch, and it
Yeah.
was like a line all the way down, scratch, and I'm like,
Wow. Oh, dear.
I can't see it super great, but
It's right on her shoulder blade.
Yeah,
Poor
you see
kid.
it. You see something on the shoulder
I
blade
see
coming
it. I
down.
see a big one across your shoulder blade.
And there's her
Yeah.
arm.
Oh,
Oh, I
gosh.
see the arm. Yeah, wow. Yeah.
How did you feel about that, Skylar?
I was like,
That has
Were you
two scratches
scared?
on it. There's on the
Because
shoulder.
that's scary.
it wasn't really scary because I knew it wasn't something evil. And I
Right.
just was kind of forced.
She felt comfortable.
So
Yeah. And
And that's
we
where a
often
lot-
say that.
You
Like, maybe
understand
it's
this,
somebody
too.
trying to get your attention.
When you get scratched, it doesn't always necessarily mean bad,
Right.
because that might be the only way they could actually communicate with you and let you know that they're
Yep.
there, is
Yep.
by doing something like that. So it doesn't mean that every time you get scratched it's for a bad reason. It's maybe because it's the only way they could talk to you or to communicate. Say, okay, I'm here just to let you know that they're there. Okay.
Mhm.
So every time, because I've been scratched in the past with on my arm, my back, my legs, and it's I don't take it as something that's trying to be scary or try to hurt
Right.
me. I take it as something they're trying to communicate with me somehow, and that's the only form. Maybe they can't talk on your machines or you're on your devices. So maybe they can't light a light, because they're not strong enough. But maybe they could. That's the only thing they could do.
Yeah.
Go ahead, talk.
Well-
You could talk. Swallow
I-
first. Swallow. Okay, you good?
yeah. So I also remembered before I got scratched, my spirit talker.
Then this is going back to the apps working, and it did say, what did it say?
So before I got scratched, it said scratch. They will scratch, and I got
Oh,
scratched.
my gosh.
So that's
Oh,
Right
relevant.
on the
Wow.
money.
Yeah.
So it's
Really?
again, it really depends. I am of a mind of, if it's something that just has a bank of words that can just regurgitate words at any time, how do we really know? Again, there have been situations where the words that are coming out are flowing with the communication, with the questions. And again, we don't know everything that's trying to commute with us. And that's where I come into the equation where everyone's like, Ouija boards and this, that, and the third.
Mhm.
To me, a spirit box is a Ouija board.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree completely.
So
Yeah.
just whether you're using a planchette or whether you're using an app, so be it.
Mhm.
And that can be a hot topic on many mixed people.
Yeah, I mean it does. It's with
I mean,
Ouija board.
I disagree
and-
with that. I think the Ouija board, you're using yourself in
Mhm.
the movement, so your actual
Aren't you doing
energy
that
is
with
actually
Estes, though?
being used. Well,
That makes sense.
no, because Estes is coming to you, and you're just speaking what you think you hear. So you're using your mind to filter what you
I
think you
see.
hear.
So the planchette's not
Using
moving by itself.
physical
It's
connection.
moving through you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we could be on a
Maybe what you're
topical
saying.
night about that because
Yeah.
it's both sides of the story. Because
Yeah.
I know I've been through that because I feel like what Kim's feeling, but also I know people that are against that because of the Ouija board. You know, the only thing I think is with the Ouija board and what Kim was saying is that when we shut off our thing, we shut it off. Ouija board, you have to learn how to shut it off. If you don't shut it off correctly, you leave it open. You know, so
But that
that's
connection
how
doesn't
I
break
feel.
when you
But
stop.
everybody, huh?
Like so, like I like what Kim just said. I didn't think about it that way. But
Yeah.
when you take your hands off that planchette, does the connection break?
Yeah.
You well,
have
it's
to
like a
close.
tool. It's like a tool,
Right.
but the tool is
Yeah.
being used through you.
Right. So,
So
if
if
you
I'm
stop
using it-
touching it, does it stop?
It should, the planchette,
Okay.
but sometimes it doesn't. I mean, I do know that there are times where people have said that the planchette, hands are off and the
Ooh.
planchette still moves.
Right.
So it kind of depends on how it's being utilized through
And
you
the
guys.
energy of the,
That's
yeah.
interesting.
yeah, I have
You're
heard of
right. I
that.
didn't think of that.
But the
mean-
intention is it's communicating with your energy. Otherwise, why touch it at all, right? Why
Yeah.
do we?
It should theoretically move on its own.
Right.
Agreed. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
even with the what do you call it? Pendulum.
Pendulum.
And what I do is
Sure. Yeah.
I hang it on a chain from a piece of metal, and I have on the bottom the
Got one
you
right
know
here.
like
Yeah.
there goes one, and on the bottom I have like
So
a little
that's the
Ouija
same.
board, and I ask questions and see if it moves, and then I have a camera on it and see if it moves in the middle of the night and see where it moves. If it shouldn't move, but
So
yeah.
So is it the same with dowsing rods then, Kim? Like because it's going through
Yes.
you?
Yes.
Okay.
In my opinion,
No,
Yeah.
it's right.
That makes sense.
You're right.
yeah. In my
You're right.
opinion.
Because you're
No, I think
using
you're spot
your
on.
energy.
Yes.
Yeah. You're a part of
Yeah,
it.
no.
You're a part of that communication, whether
Yes.
it's you're a part of, and I guess I can see what you're saying about the devices too, because we are holding them. Yeah, no, I get it. I get that too. So it's a fine line because it is all energy, really. It's
Right,
all
right.
really,
Intention.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Intention is key.
Key.
And
Yes.
that's the thing that Skylar understands, that we go in
Totally.
with good intentions and we set boundaries. Like, what do we do when we're done? Before we leave, what do we do?
Right.
What do we do?
Yeah. Do you have some kind of routine when you leave, like to, sort of take your time? Do you do any kind of grounding, cleansing, things like that?
I mean, we always say, what is it? Oh, yeah. We came here alone, we leave here alone.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good.
I like
we
it.
Right to the
Simple.
point.
and said, like you guys got to stay here. You guys can't come with us. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I
like
say?
that
I
way
say
you
go
do
with
it.
Anthony.
Yeah, she does. And then I'm driving home. I got about 3 of them sitting in the back seat. Oh yeah. That's why I got to pay so much for tolls in New Jersey.
I was gonna
Hey,
say,
hey,
some-
Don't come home with me. Go with Anthony. No, I'm kidding. I don't say that.
Don't leave me. No, but
No,
I mean,
not at all.
Have
So
you-
I have some more videos that I want to show from
Yeah,
Skylar
let's do it.
yes,
yeah, that we sent in. This is
Every-
the Jennie Weed house. Can we do that one?
Yeah, let's do it.
everybody raise your volumes.
Volume
Yeah,
up.
raise your volumes. This one is called the Jennie Weed house. And after I play, you guys can talk about it, okay?
Okay.
Here we go.
The ability to trial this only over here.
Is there a draft, anything hitting, coming from that direction to that?
I don't feel anything necessarily where I'm sitting.
Because normally if it's temperature, there's a blue light on there as well, a very small blue light.
I mean, I'm feeling like clearly the AC is blowing in here. Thank God.
But it shouldn't be affecting it like that.
No, it's not, it shouldn't be. You're right. We've had our own REM pods over here, and we've never had it go off with them. In fact, the fox is going in.
She's asking to stop there and the fox to stop.
Yeah, that's why we have a boo bear upstairs. We never had this much activity. Today, the other group was getting just as much. Like today's activity off the charts.
Can we? Have you asked if it's Billy? Maybe Billy likes that record.
That's
Wow.
great.
Yeah,
So
that was,
somebody's never seen that.
so to give you a little perspective, the REM pod is actually sitting in the kitchen where Jenny was shot and died.
Okay.
And then Skylar and her, what's the name of the fox? Todd?
Yeah.
Todd was
Oh,
sitting.
that's a good one. Like Todd from The Fox and the Hound.
Yes.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So Todd was sitting in the front bedroom where Jenny's sister Georgia would have been.
Right.
So the fox that she has is a trigger prop animal that was made special for her by Bob and Gina. So the blue means someone is just constantly petting and tapping the head.
No, I feel
So if it would have been on
Demonstrate.
that,
Yes.
the
Demonstrate.
collar would have been different. It would have the collar would have lit up, not the nose.
Oh, I gotcha.
Oh,
You saw where Skylar was at. There was no one around her. They're all sitting Indian style in circle on the floor. The fox is just somebody is petting the head of the fox constantly.
Wow.
And then the REM pod in the kitchen, if you're familiar with how REM pods, the response is somebody is literally holding that antenna
Right.
that to be going off the way it is.
Yeah.
If they would get one would go off, then the other would stop, and then the other one, and then finally they just kept going off, and we could not figure out what was causing any of this because you guys see the video. It's not like anybody's standing around manipulating the field that around those devices.
Mhm.
We just couldn't figure that. We literally had so much activity in that area that night. We didn't get anywhere else in the entire house.
Right. Not a bad problem to have. And I like the way you think because I'm a huge debunking fan, which you probably are too, Skylar, because you watch Destination Fear and they debunk a lot on that. So I love your thought process. Like, is there a draft? Is there a breeze? Is there you go through everything like that? You gotta.
The REM pod is going to detect temperature fluctuation, but it's not going to cause that type of reaction. And then again, but there's no way, and that I cannot justify or explain, and it's there on camera why something was manipulating the fox the way it was so aggressively, just sitting there, just
Well, that was what's so interesting to me about that is that they were going at the same time. The periodicity of that, I was like, that's interesting. That's really interesting.
Like one, you think, okay, what's going on? But two,
well, no, they were going at the same rhythm.
I know that's what I mean. Like if one thing's going off, you can sort of like think of a lot of things, but maybe this, maybe that. But if they're both going off, it's amazing. Like it's got to be something.
What I found interesting was how the dog, the dog, only the top was going off, and you said that has to be touched, and then the collar also has lights on, and that wasn't going off. So that means whatever it was on the head. So if anything electrical, any EMF came in or something from anywhere else, it would have set off the head and the collar.
It
didn't.
Did you call it a dog?
Interesting.
Yeah, shame. It's a fox.
It's not a dog. It's a fox.
It's a kid.
It's a fox. I don't know. I'm from Queens.
You just said it's a fox.
Foxes running around. I don't know.
You just said it.
I'm in the city.
Hey.
You don't see too many foxes. Hey, we see
We
red
got to
dogs.
give him a hard time, Skylar.
Yeah,
We like to give
red
part of
dogs. You
it.
don't see
Part of
foxes.
it.
He's the
I'm-
only
I'm
boy,
used
so
to
we
this.
give him a hard time.
I'd seen one fox, and that was in my Pennsylvania place. And I was
One
like,
fox.
whoa, there's a wild fox outside. That's so cool. And that's the greatest. And that was like a year ago. I'm in my
Guess what?
60s. I only seen a wild fox a year ago. I don't see too many in the city.
Really?
They don't
So-
run around here.
Kim's involved in this story, but Skylar, I actually had a video once that I played and I swore it was a kid laughing. And I was like, this is the most amazing capture I ever got. It's this loud kid laughing inside of an old house. I sent it to Kim and she told me it was a fox. It was probably a fox outside.
Yeah, you can.
And it sounds just like a child, like laughing. And Kim was like,
Yeah. I mean, I forget what I said. I forget. Was that at the Frelinghuysen? Was that Frelinghuysen?
No, it was
I
a
forget.
private one in Maryland.
Oh.
And and it's the craziest sound. And I thought, this is so
Well, they
this
do
is
make
so
crazy
good
sounds. Yeah, fox.
that I
make
didn't
all kinds of
believe
crazy
it. And
sounds.
Kim was like, I think it's a fox.
I think
So
it's a fox.
it can throw you.
There's her fox and her easy skin spirit box. That's her fox box too.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
Nice.
love it.
What
And
great
Gina
tools.
bought me that.
Bob does nice work over there, you know.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Those
that,
are great.
Bob-
Those are
Bob,
is
great.
there like is there a Christmas wish list for a new kind of paranormal tool this year, Skylar?
Yeah.
What's it called? Okay, wait.
Well, she's already got another piece that she. So Bob just released that new equipment.
I can't say it.
It's already out.
No, we're surprising it.
Wait, what did he just release? Not this. It's not
Well,
a static
right.
thing. What is
Okay.
it?
The Nexus.
Nexus. Yes, I
Yes.
saw. Okay.
And so she's got one of them to be able to test out in the field and be able to give feedback and all like that for him to be able to make changes and adjustments to.
Beta testing. Cool.
Yep.
That's a great
So I can use that.
opportunity.
That is cool.
It is
Very
cool. Yeah, it just came out. That's cool.
Skylar, do you know in Jennie Wade house? Do you know the history of it?
Yeah.
Or do you know Jennie Wade didn't live there?
She's an expert.
You're an expert at that place.
She's an
Right down
expert.
the road.
What street Jenny lived on? You're close. Breckenridge Street.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, and that's right down the road.
Yep.
And you know the story that she only went to the house. I know you know the story, but I'm going to tell the audience. She only went to the house because her sister was pregnant during the battle. And she went to the house to take care of her pregnant sister. And she actually was taking care of her. And during the battle, there were snipers shooting. And she had these two thick doors in the kitchen where she was making bread. And she had the one door closed, the outside door, and then the kitchen door she had open. And the snipers, they think the snipers might have been at the Farnsworth.
Yeah.
And they were shooting at because next door there was no big. The next door right now there's a big hotel. It wasn't there. It was open field, and they were shooting. And the snipers from the Confederates were shooting at the Union soldiers, which were hiding behind Jennie Wade's house. And they were shooting at them, and a stray bullet went through the door, and that's how Jennie Wade passed. But it's not
Poor
really
thing.
Jennie Wade didn't live there. And then the house was connected to a house next door, which was two apartments, two different houses at the time. The soldiers picked up Jennie Wade, ran up the stairs, and broke through the wall, and then took her down the basement. But she already passed. But that's the history of the Jennie Wade. If anybody wants to know in the audience,
It's such a sad story. I mean, she was such a generous soul.
Yeah, I was going to say it almost is like she died a hero though, because she was.
Yeah, she did. I mean,
Matter of
that's
fact, it's her and Bessie Ross are the only two civilians that are buried in military cemeteries with flags that have lights on them all the time.
that's right. The Betsy Ross, and Betsy Ross was moved to where she is now, and with her latest husband, her last husband, and there's a flag, over
Yeah,
it.
they're the only women, or actually the only civilians that have a perpetual flag.
Yeah. That's a place to investigate. The Betsy
I
Ross
learned that
house
from
is one of my favorites.
going to Jennie Wade house.
I have another video for you from you. I want to
Yeah.
make sure because Anthony always gets to this point and he's like, let's make sure we get it in. This is that ghostly dude, American Civil War ghost collab. Shall I play this?
Sure.
Here we go.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
I wonder if they're in conversation. Oh.
Yeah, I was just-
So tell us about this.
So that's it. Skylar actually decided to take the camera and put me in the front of the camera. And then David, so he went under Estes, I went under Estes, and there was his girlfriend, and then Skylar would ask questions. And it was odd because if you actually, when you go back and you watch the full video, you will see David and I actually have an exchange and conversation based off of the questions that they are asking. And then the questions that they were asking, like once somebody, I think Tabby said, can you say her name, motioning to Skylar? Well, the word rocks came out, and that's Skylar's nickname, call her Rocks.
Oh.
That was strange. And
That's,
so that was a really cool experiment to try. And again, it was the same situation where two different people go under, and you're asking questions, but you're getting answers from both individuals. Conversations
I
are
love
great.
that.
Yeah, that's the best.
That's
really
awesome.
Yeah. Bobby has a question for you, Skylar. I think he's trying to ask, how do your teachers know? Like, do you tell your teachers about how much you really love to go to spooky places and investigate?
Actually, yes.
And what do they say?
Good for you.
Right.
So my one teacher, like my main homeroom teacher, since we swap like a lot of classes, it's really crazy. But my homeroom teacher, and my ELA teacher, but my homeroom teacher, she's really invested with it. So yeah, and she actually knows my YouTube channel.
Yeah, that came out like parent teacher conferences. She wanted to know about her YouTube channel and her merchandise.
I
And
love
all
it.
that stuff.
You told her about my merchandise?
She asked.
What's your favorite subject at school?
Science.
I knew you were going to say that.
Knew it. Kim and I were like, yeah.
Knew it.
She doesn't want to follow in Dad's footsteps. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A cardiothoracic surgeon.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Well, Chris, do you want to tell us what you do? Do you want to?
And I'd love to hear how you
Yes
got
or no?
involved in investigating too, or was it through her?
So I started when, like I said, when I was young and things like that. And, it was something I've always loved. And by watching the shows and all stuff, she would watch with us. So that's how she started getting interested and then wanting to go out.
Okay.
But in regards to what I do when I'm, when I'm not, freelancing with Skylar, I'm a licensed funeral director and embalmer here in Maryland and Pennsylvania.
Nice.
I just moved to a new funeral home here in York County.
I went there. I went to the funeral home today.
Yep, she came to
Did
work
you?
today with me. Yeah, she
Take daughter to work day.
But you're not interested in following in your dad's footsteps. You're looking to work on living people.
I mean, I would, but I want to be a surgeon.
I love it.
I get
You
that.
should.
I understand that.
One that saves lives and one that
I've been
brings them
ordered
to
by
the
all of my friends to not
next
reveal
place.
that.
Sorry, my phone just went off. That was weird.
No, it's okay. Kim gets it. She's an animal doctor.
Right. So we have our first. Is it if we call you the Undertaker? Is it insulting or is it okay?
No, isn't it a mortician or
you're a mortician, correct? Yeah.
So there are
differences if there is.
Undertaker's the old school terminology, which I still love.
I'm old.
But funeral director, technically by law, can only meet with the family, make arrangements, and oversee an actual funeral. Okay. A mortician can do that, but also prepare remains through the embalming process.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I am a licensed mortician. I can do both aspects of the field.
So how did you get into that, Chris?
So my dad passed away at a very young age. My dad passed away when I was 11, and I'll never forget going to the funeral home with my half brother, and like we're there with my entire dad's side of the family, and I'm just this little small guy, and I'll never forget the funeral director looking at me during the arrangements and actually saying, "Hey, do you have any suggestions or input of how you want to do things for your dad?" And
You had your first customer.
and that always stuck with me. And through that entire that was back in the day where we would have 2 days worth of viewings from 3 to 5, 7 to 9, and then on the third day we would have a funeral. So each night all I would find myself was hanging out in the little hallway outside the funeral director's office, and he literally just kept me company that entire process.
Wow.
And I remember, even at the end, going to the cemetery, asking if I could stay there with him until the casket was lowered and things like that. And he's like,
I
"Yeah."
mean,
And it just always
amazing.
if it wasn't for him, I was like, what he helped me process and go through. I was like, I want to do that. I want to be that guy. And I didn't. That wasn't my first career. My first career, I was a repo man. And then when Skylar, when my wife got pregnant with Skylar, it was kind of like, hey, you maybe need to figure out something that's not so crazy and dangerous.
Yeah, a little more stable.
Went to school and went to mortuary college in Nashville, and here we are later on.
That's amazing. And I love that you had a good experience that caused you to want to be it. A lot of times people have
bad ones.
Some kind of bad thing. I love it. And so you cemeteries, you brought up the word cemetery. Have you guys investigated cemeteries together?
Not yet. No. There are a couple that I'd like to go to. Evergreen Cemetery there in Gettysburg, I think would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
A lot of the national cemeteries I think would be really cool, but you got to be really careful. Frowned upon. And then, I think going to Arlington would be freaking awesome.
Yeah. You got to go back to that guerrilla investigating. Just stick the recorder out. I've done it. Yeah. I agree. Not everyone likes to investigate cemeteries. That's another controversial subject.
Well, I get a lot of people that always ask me, is the funeral home haunted? And here's
good question.
That was going to be my next question, because I know somebody who her family member is a mortician and they live above the funeral home, and she would stay with them, and they had so many paranormal experiences living above the funeral. So that was my next question, Chris.
See, I'm it's normally that, and then the next question is, have you ever seen a body sit up? That's normally like the third question you're always asking.
Gosh, right out of the movies.
Honestly, I have a theory that if I were to pass away, I know as a funeral director, I'm going to follow my body to the funeral home and make sure my body's taken care of the proper way and things like that. But that's just because I'm a funeral director. Now, most of the times my methodology is, if there's trauma or there's, a horrible death, the body may be, the spirit may be stuck where the person actually passed. That's where the connection is at. So why would they come? There's no connection to the funeral home. Now, a lot of the times, the older funeral homes where they actually do still have the living quarters above where you get the term funeral home.
Right.
I find that if you're going to have activity there, more than likely it's the original owners that are still attached to that property.
Oh, it's fair enough.
Because of, you got to realize that for a funeral director, our job is just not 9 to 5. We don't work Monday through Friday. Death doesn't stop just because it's Christmas.
Right.
It is a lifestyle.
Sure.
For them, even in death, it is still, this is their life. Because it's all, really, when you're in this profession, it's all or nothing.
Sure. Yeah, I have seen at funerals that at the coffin, I seen spirits standing there, the person standing there watching, and then really? I also, when I took him to the cemetery, I actually seen him at the grave standing there watching also.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I believe what you're saying is maybe they do go there just to see how their body's taken care of and who comes and how much respect, whatever.
There's a
reason
ton of respect given.
you know.
Yeah.
And then when they get buried, they go to wherever they go.
Oh, I
I-
kind of love that. I really love that thought that they would
I
be
agree.
there.
That's my experience too. That generally, and this is again agreed, Chris. It does depend on the situation of their
Yeah.
passing. I completely agree with that. But in general, it'll be until they're resting, until they're in their resting place. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then and it's usually generally about 3 days, but that's just about the time that traditional interments take place, depending on your beliefs and your religion. Generally, the spirit, in my experience, I agree with Anthony too, that I have seen them with the family, very present until they're in their place of rest, whatever that is for their beliefs and their religion.
Wow. You
Yeah,
know,
I-
one of my most
I've seen a spirit
profound
standing
experiences was at a funeral.
crematory.
too.
I've seen it at a crematory also.
Oh.
Spirit, one of the people I knew, or, you know, friends with, but I seen them at the crematory also with their body before it was put in, and then they disappeared.
Yeah,
So, like I
generally,
said,
I experience
it's
them
probably to their
after
rest.
funeral. Yeah, that
That makes sense.
they're there. I mean, I generally experience that spirit there. Yeah.
I love that. I
And that's
agree.
when
I love
when
it.
on my, so you know, Skylar has her account, and then I have my account on Facebook, and you know, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I'll post, and I'll do videos about the funeral home. I just did one yesterday about in the embalming room, actually mixing embalming solution and explaining the equation on how we get our strengths and our dissolutions
Yeah.
for our embalming solution. So that's, if you ever wanted to follow along behind the scenes of a funeral, because that's one of the things a lot of people, you know, it's very taboo. We don't talk about what we do. And the new firm that I'm at, and the owners and all, they're all about let's rip back this curtain. You know, I'm never going to sit here and show you an embalming, but I will walk you through it. If you ask, I will walk you through, you know, what the process is and stuff like that. And we were getting a lot of great feedback from the community and followers just because they respect the transparency.
Yeah, of
Yes,
course.
that's
I mean,
true.
that's part of fear, right? Like the unknown.
Yep.
Right? That makes you stress. That makes you uncomfortable, the unknown. The more you understand it. And it sounds like that man who helped you really helped you understand what was going on.
Yeah, yeah.
And made you part of it, and I think you do have, I have to give you a compliment in that you have to have the right temperament to do what you do. And you definitely have it.
If you ever come to Queens, I'll bring you to the grave of the guy who invented bombing fluid.
Oh, cool.
And he's African American.
Anthony knows all the graves. All the graves.
He knows all the fun facts.
If I come to New York, there's 3 spots I definitely want to hit, and I got to figure out. I know Frankie Campbell was originally buried in Queens, and then him and his mother were then moved to another grave, but I'm not sure where they're at. But I also want to go to his funeral home in Manhattan, Frankie Campbell Funeral Home.
Okay. If he's in Manhattan, he's probably buried in Calvary Cemetery. That's one of the large cemeteries. Matter of fact, this old cemetery that they actually filmed The Godfather in.
Really?
They were in cast iron, like above ground private mausoleum crypts.
Oh, that's probably in Calvary. I mean, in Queens by me, we have them a lot too. I mean, Calvary Cemetery is part of Queens also. That's the largest cemetery within Queens and Brooklyn and stuff like that. But by me, I got a lot of different things. I mean, send me the name and I'll look for it.
That's amazing.
I'm on Genius. I'm on ancestry.com and I can look up graves and stuff for you.
I did not see that coming when you said that, Anthony. I thought you were going to say Lucky Luciano or somebody, and you're like, "I'll take you."
Those were great cemeteries to go visit too.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's got Harry Houdini and all that, like really cool stuff.
Where the guy's embalmed, the guy who invented embalming fluid, actually he's not embalmed. He said he never wanted it. There's a plaque outside he has a big mausoleum, and outside it actually says, you know, he wasn't embalmed. He didn't want to be embalmed.
As bond embalming fluid?
Embalming fluid, yeah.
Bond. Yeah.
Listen, I'm from Queens. I can't pronounce too many words. I'm saying,
oh my
you guys are limited to certain, you know, words. But also right up the hill from him, his place, his monument's here, and his monument's like built into a hill, and right on top of that hill is the Foxes, right there.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Oh, now you got to go. That's
No,
cool.
absolutely.
I know it's getting late, Skylar, but we got one more question from you in the
Skylar's
audience.
like she's already out. She's still up or she's sleeping?
I thought she was under the blanket. Oh, she out?
Yeah,
Okay, that's
she's
fine.
See,
Well, one of you can answer.
We're boring her now, so we got to ask her questions.
Adam wants to know if there's a location that you want to investigate one day. What location is your
where
dream?
you
Do you
wanna
have a dream location
A Christmas
that maybe you've
location.
seen on TV?
She said the Conjuring House.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Oh, that's Anthony's shirt
Unfortunately.
tonight.
Matter of fact, look,
Oh wow!
I didn't even
Look
realize.
at that. Coincidence?
I've been there twice.
Synchronicity?
I wrote my name on the wall there. My name's on the actual wall.
I have one. It will never happen in a million years.
Oh
I
my gosh,
know.
I know what it is.
Why?
Because it will never happen. I might tell you why. You
Okay. Skylar knows it.
I would love to investigate the Vatican.
Oh.
The Vatican? Ooh. Interesting.
Not on the bingo card either. Wow.
No, but I've been in some of those like very ancient cathedrals in Spain, and I'll tell you, well, I don't know about the Vatican, but they bury them on the floor.
Yeah, inside. Yeah.
Well, no. It was in the floor. You're walking on the top of their grave.
I know.
Like literally, it was like the slabs. I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah. We just got to call Pope Leo, call in a favor.
There you go.
Make it happen.
Well, he's American now.
From
So,
Chicago.
hey, we got to talk to you. You know,
Tell him you're a Bears fan.
Yeah,
They're
the
playing
Vatican
really well.
would be amazing.
That's my favorite answer I think I've ever gotten to that
I bet
question.
those walls
Wow.
could talk.
Vatican is pretty cool.
Wow.
I mean, I've been to St. Patrick's Cathedral in the city many times, and that's actually under the altar. They have crypts that go under there with old bishops
Yeah,
and
they have
all that
crypts
stuff.
you can go
And
to. Yeah.
he's a non-related fact. My great-grandfather did all the bronze work on the altar and the doors. He's one of the guys that did it. He was a bronze worker. First union member of my family.
Anthony.
Okay. And there's somewhere in the crypt, they have all the people that worked there. They got it in the crypt, all their names. But I've been to that place. I've been in California, San Francisco. I forgot the place, but it's the sister church for St. Patrick's in the city. And the sister cathedral, I forget the name, but it's in San Francisco. And I've been in there. And I walk in there, and everybody goes in there, and they're taking pictures and stuff. I took pictures outside, got all the pictures, everything on my picture. Every picture I took in there came out black.
Oh,
and then I went outside and took pictures again. And I was like, all my pictures came out black, like black.
That's nuts.
And that was only inside. And that was on regular film.
Oh,
That's how long ago. 1986.
Yeah, she doesn't remember that.
You know, she.
No, me neither.
What do you have coming up next? What's your next investigation?
So, like I said, we literally have
you have school.
Well, even with school now, literally
I
one.
know.
Let me find it here. We have literally.
Do you ever do anything in the house, like working with the tools in the house?
He's too scared.
I don't like investigating where I live.
Fair. I agree. I'm completely with you.
I agree.
So,
we have a joke that yep. We get a new piece of equipment. We say, take it to your neighbor's house and see if it works.
Right.
Yeah.
For
no,
us,
I got you.
We have literally January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So every month of next year, we will have an investigation either at Jennie's or the orphanage
I really hope
once
it's
a month, and then there are combo investigations.
Wow.
So we have those.
Amazing.
That's
Nice.
all of 2026. April 8th is our date for Penhurst.
Okay.
Oh, is it the 8th? Is that like a Thursday?
Yeah, I believe it's like during the week. So she gets to
Ooh.
cop school.
Wait, move. Let me see.
I'm going to be there the 4th.
Ours is a Wednesday, and then yours would be that Saturday prior.
Saturday. Oh,
Yeah.
man. So close.
Why don't you stick
Oh,
around to Saturday?
Ooh, I could be free
There
on a
you go.
Wednesday. Ooh.
Yeah.
And we have May, obviously, we have Penhurst Paracon. It's the weekend after Mother's Day.
Right.
Mhm.
We have July. The dates have just been released for the bash.
We're busy in June.
Right.
And then I can't say it now, but we will be releasing information about possibly the next Parajam shortly too.
Okay.
Oh, good. We loved the Parajam. We had a good
I'm definitely
time.
gonna go back there.
Yeah, I would love to go back. It was a lot of fun.
And then November, Para Unity announced that they are going to be hosting. Was it the 13th year now? So our that's just where we're at locally, and then of course we actually are looking at the Rose Hill. Is it Rose Hill Mansion?
I don't know, but I haven't.
It's in Jamaica, so we're thinking about doing that in
Oh,
September.
yeah, Rose Hall. Rose Hall.
Rose Hall in Jamaica.
I've done it. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Awesome. You have a jam-packed, fun year. I am
You
very
sure
jealous.
do.
Yeah, go
My
ahead.
goodness. And what, Skylar, does your dad get scared? You can tell us.
He gets sad.
I do.
We did table tipping. Don't you dare say. I'm not so sure about that. But anyways, he did table tipping and he got really sad. He cried.
Oh, well, yeah, we all get emotional on investigations. That just means he's a good person who has a good heart.
It happens. It
You
happens.
know, he's empathetic. You know that word, right?
And what was that at the
Hoover House. Yep.
Yeah, because I was going through your video and it goes on. I went to your page and I looked at all your stuff. It's pretty cool. You got all cool stuff there.
Yeah.
But
And
the
there's
video
still stuff that I've got. I don't have out. We just did the
Jennie.
Rainsworth Lodge.
Okay, yeah, we do that.
We got a video from there. We still haven't gotten out.
Wait, didn't we already post that?
No, I haven't.
Did I hear the Hoover House? Did you say what the table
Yeah,
tipping?
the table tipping.
Oh,
Yeah,
was
there's
that
somebody
where we
does
went?
table tipping.
Because I mean, I'm sure there's other Hoover houses, but is that the same Hoover house?
Yeah,
in-
that's the one we went to. We
Oh,
were
we
there
just-
in November
yeah.
1st, All Saints Day, and well, you know that because we seen you at the jam.
Yeah, we saw you at the Parajam that day.
Yeah, go ahead. Huh?
So, speaking of,
I would like to share with our audience all your information, please.
Oh,
like
hold
for your
on, Jenny. Hold on,
channels.
Jenny. Hold on, Jenny. Skylar's just about to say something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Speaking of all of our jammed calendar, we're not gonna be here in June because June's my birthday month. So, like, yeah, we're gonna be like
Mine too.
June
I'm
23rd.
I'm a Cancer.
I'm the 25th. I'm the
Oh.
25th.
Cancers are the best. I married one. They're the best.
We are the best.
I'm just a fish.
You're my daughter's March 11th. When's yours?
March 15th.
See, another Pisces.
Yep.
Cool. We can celebrate our birthday together, Skylar.
Well, I got my anniversary the day after Jenny's.
That's right.
We're gonna be 34 years married.
That's
Wonderful.
pretty good.
We can celebrate.
We like to share all your information by the end because I noticed we've got like 5 minutes or 4 minutes left.
Ugh.
So tell us your YouTube channel and I will post it.
So Skylar's YouTube is Skylar B Parakit, and that's where most of all of her videos are. She's got she's on TikTok, Skylar B Parakit, and then same as Facebook, Skylar B Parakit.
Yeah.
And all those you can go through. She's got a lot of her pictures on her Facebook. She actually Dad monitors, but she actually does her Facebook and stuff like that. I mean, and then the YouTube, I upload stuff to that, but she answers the comments and all that good stuff, as long as
Okay.
people aren't, buttheads.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would
okay.
back,
I
but
love that.
I would fight back, but I'm a Cancer, so I have too much anger, so he has to deal with that.
Anger.
Mm.
Yeah.
I see.
I would go.
I got you, girl. I totally know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she knows what you're
I
talking
would
about.
go. I would go over anger. He would just be minimum. He'd be like, "So sorry that happened. We are so sorry," and he'd be like that, and I'd be like, "It's not our fault." I'd be.
You'd be like, "What's the matter with you?" Like Anthony, what's the matter with you?
Hey.
Well, it's one of those things.
Well,
Dad
I
can
just
make-
followed you on Facebook.
Yeah, that's good. That Dad has, and she's like, no, leave it go. And Dad's like, no, let it, it's okay.
Well, and one thing about Scott, like when she first started, there was a group that came out and like just gave her a hard way to go, and said she had no place in the field. That kids shouldn't be
Awful. Terrible.
And literally, I got a call that evening from somebody. They're like, "Hey, have you been able to go on and find that comment?" They literally were able to make a phone call to Tennessee, find this group. I was like, "Look, you have no idea what the hell you're talking about. I've investigated with this kid. She's better than most adults that are out there. You need to take stuff down."
Yeah.
And the guy ended up taking down the comments and the posts and things like that. And I was like, "Did that mess with you?" She's like, "I don't care what he said."
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just like, everybody's got an opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody got an opinion, all right.
You know what,
I mean, but
Tyler? I love your confidence. I love your confidence. I love your curiosity. I love your drive. You have amazing ambition. I hope you keep going up with your school so you can become a thoracic surgeon. I'll tell you, the first time I saw a heart beating in a dog's chest, I was mesmerized. So I hope you do reach your goals, and I'm so happy for the both of you. I love your YouTube channel. I love everything you're doing. Keep it up, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got 3
And girls
minutes
rule.
Yeah.
You got 3
By the
minutes
way,
and dogs
girls
rule.
rule.
Boxes are awesome. Dogs rule.
Yes. You know what, Skylar? I'm going to send you that video I have that sounds like a kid laughing, and it's actually a baby fox, a kit.
I'd love to hear your thoughts about it too, Skylar. Maybe you have a different thought about it.
Yeah, maybe you'll think
I'm
it's not.
the rule book, so I'm open to other thoughts.
Yeah.
And we're open here to anything you got questions about. If you want to send Kim anything or Jennie, or even myself, if you want to send anything, any questions, anything, we're open to help you. I've been doing this more years than your father's been on this earth.
110 years he's been doing this.
I've been doing it when the
actually a
dinosaurs
vampire.
were still around.
He was
My
with the
EMF was a
dinosaurs.
dinosaur with a light on top of it.
I'm
But
kidding.
no, I've been doing it for a long time. So if you have any questions, I'm open. I always like helping the younger investigators because there's so much misinformation out there.
Yes.
And I try to, just let them open up their mind. Maybe they don't want to listen to me, but just open your mind to things, and and sound like she's into it.
And just going on what Kim said, to continue that to Chris, like you're doing an amazing job with her. Like, congratulations. You're a great dad.
And like I said, I know we're running out of time here, but one of my main things, is, and especially in my profession, we are never guaranteed tomorrow.
Right.
I see how short life can be cut.
Yeah.
So take that time, take that trip. If you want to do that investigation, do that investigation. Book that, spend time with the family. Make sure you tell those ones that you love, and don't hold grudges. Life's too short for grudges. You only get one shot at this. Have fun and enjoy life.
What a beautiful holiday message.
Beautiful.
Thank
And
you.
I always said,
Say it better
you got to
myself.
learn to live with the living before you can investigate the dead.
Yeah. You got to spend time with the living, he says. You got to spend time with the living.
Spend time with the
before you
living before
time
you
with
go
the dead.
investigate the dead.
Yep.
It's all family type of thing.
I'm so sorry, but I'm going to be Anthony tonight. We're going to have to cut it in a second before we get in
Okay.
trouble.
All right.
And
Let me say good
I'll
night.
let you take us out.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to say good night to
Love is
everybody.
the answer.
Thank you, Chris and Skylar.
Thank you
for
guys
coming.
for being
I'm glad you
on.
got a
That was
chance to be on the
amazing.
show tonight. And I want to thank the audience. You were great out there with questions and everything. Skylar, you're going to be you're the one. You're the future
You're
of the
the future.
paranormal right now. She's our
you're a
future,
superstar.
and she's going to be out there taking care of a lot of stuff. And hopefully, maybe you get your own show one day. That'd be awesome, huh? But
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody. I want to tell everybody, remember, you got to be safe out there. You want to look for ghosts. You don't want to be a ghost. Hey, forget about it. Ciao, familia.
Good night, everyone.
How you doing?
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!